Welcome to your manual keyword mining tutorial. Step 1. Download the following editing software and save it to your computer desktop or a location that is easy to remember. There's nothing to install as the software runs from the location where you save it. So simply click on this link here. A prompt window will open asking you to save it to a location on your computer. Once you do that, then simply close out the windows and then go to the next step in the checklist. So step 3, go to yell.com and then enter in your keyword in the I'm looking for field and your location in the in field. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're here at yell.com. Enter in your keyword that you gathered from your keyword research. In this example, my keyword is recruitment consultants, and I'm going to build a directory for the area of North London. Let's go back to our checklist. Point number 4, click the search button, then click the map view button, and then click the print icon button. So let's go ahead and do that. We click the search button. Yell brings back 152 results for this particular keyword. Then we click the map view button. And finally, we click the print view button. So here we have our list of results. Simply press the Control and the A button on your keyboard at the same time. This will highlight all of the text. And then press the Control C button on your keyboard, and that copies all of the information. And then open up your Notepad++ software that we downloaded. Make sure you have a new file ready, and then simply press the Control V key with your keyboard. So let's go back to our checklist. So once you've copied all the results from the first page and pasted them into the Notepad software, you need to go to step 6, which says follow the instructions in the video tutorial on how to clean up your database. You need the following pieces of data. 1, the business name, 2, the business address, and 3, the business telephone number. And the main rule to keep in mind is always to place a tab between the business name and the business address, and B, always to place a tab between the business address and the telephone number. Now that's all going to make sense to you when we go through that in a short moment, but bear in mind once you've done this, the software will take care of the rest for you. So let's go ahead and clean up that file. So we're here in Notepad. And the first thing what we need to do is just to highlight all of this information until we find the very first listing, which is Abbey Personnel. That was the first business name. Hit your backspace button. Let's get rid of that space there also. Now this is the business name. Now remember what it said in the checklist. Let's go back. Always place a tab between the business name and the business address. So this is the business name. Place our mouse here, hold it down with the right click, and we scroll down until we see the very first line of the business address. We let go of our mouse and then simply hit our backspace button. That gets rid of all of the text in between, and now we have the business name and the business address both together, and we simply have to click the tab key on our keyboard. Place your mouse at the end of the business address, go back to our checklist, and note what it says in point B. Always place a tab between the business address and the telephone number. So let's go ahead and do that. So here we have the business address. Again, click with the right click, hold down your mouse, drag it down until you locate the beginning of the telephone number, let go, hit your backspace. That brings up the telephone number next to the business address. And what do we do there? simply click the Tab key. And that's how you clean up your database by hand. So the next one would be to place your cursor on the next line, hold down your left key until you find the business name, hit the backspace, bring it up to that line. Place your mouse at the end of the business name, locate the first line of the address, hit the backspace key. Now we have the business name and the business address together. And what always goes between the business name and the business address is a tab. So we would simply then click the Tab key. Same again at the end of the address. Hold down your left mouse key until you find the beginning of the telephone number. Select your backspace key and then the tab. And that's how you would go ahead and clean up the database until you are finished. I'm just going to do one more. And this time I'm not going to talk, I'm just going to do it just to show you how quickly it can be done. Okay, I'm sure you get the hang of it, and after a while you do get into a rhythm, so it's really easy to do, and it's something that you can also outsource to a outsource worker. There is a website called Fiverr.com where you can just show them this video, tell them to go to Yell.com, give them your keywords and your location, and they will do the work for you. Okay, as you can see, the process is very easy. I'm just going to stop there, and I'm going to delete the rest of the file, because this is just an example, and we have 6 listings. So let's see what our checklist says next. Once your file is cleaned up, you name it as a database text and save it in your renamed project folder inside the admin folder. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, File, Save As, and I'm going to locate my folder, Uploads, Admin, and I'm going to call it Database, and then select Save, and that's done. Okay, I'll see you in the next video.